This exercise is a tibialis posterior push down. This is an important exercise to get our tibialis posterior muscle functioning well, and that's an important muscle for a lot of things, in particular for keeping even pressure across our forefoot, and in particular keeping that lateral side or the little toe side of our foot on the floor when we're pushing off through gait. So what we're going to need for this is a band. We do need the thicker TheraBand because we're going to sling that across our foot. To start off with, we are going to do this in seated because it's a little bit easier to control. What I want you to do here is pop the band underneath your foot like so, and we're actually going to pull up harder on the outside of the foot there. So I actually don't really need much tension on this side at all. Then what I'm going to do, if you watch closely on my foot, I'm going to go up onto the first rail, that's the inside part of our foot, and then against the band resistance, I'm then going to push my outside part of my foot down into the ground. So what I'm focusing on here is the ball of the little toe pushing down into the ground. I'm then going to control this back up and then pushing back down and holding there with that last, or the pinky toe, down onto the floor. When you feel like you've got good control of it in this seated position, what we'll then do is go up into a standing position, and it's exactly the same here. I'm going to roll onto the big toe side of my foot like that, and then against this band resistance, I'm going to push that pinky toe side of my foot down to the ground, hold there, and then nice and controlled, I come back up again. Trying to focus on, as you're doing this, that the knee's not moving around a huge amount. I want most of the movement here to come through the foot and the ankle. Your knee and your hip will move a little bit, but I want the majority of the movement to be coming through that foot and ankle area. So that exercise there is your tibialis posterior push down.